The guy who made the content cop about you was outed as a
that came up on my feed.
He was outed as a guys.
I lied about you in private, but I wasn't trying to imply that you assaulted me.
Well, okay, there's your proof.
You shouldn't feel confident to slander people.
I got a sort of little abridged description of it from Anissa.
From Anissa. Yes, I knew it! I knew it! He doesn't watch it. Anissa sits there and like terminally online and watches everything. I'm telling you.
There was a lot of people who thought the video was too centered around Israel-Palestine. I was like,
well, that's the whole video, no? I just wonder, Ian, for yourself, do you think like any of these people actually like unironically enjoy your presence, or do you think that they just suffer through you because they want to utilize your clout? Anissa is the victim of iDubbbz incompetence. I'm saying that for real. I mean that. All right, guys. Cameron's back. You know, the iDubbbz successor, we're gonna call him, with content deputy iDubbbz. I'm ready to take a look out of it. Let's take a look. And then I know some people are gonna talk about, like, you know, in my opinion, the ridiculous allegations against him. I have a video about it. If you want to watch it, I'll put it on the screen for you. Yeah, this is the video. Content cop successor Cameron bombed with convoluted allegations. If you want to watch it, it, to my opinion, is a bunch of fucking nonsense. So, kid that made some mistakes, and then there's a ton of just fucking dude, it's so weird. It's fucking bizarre. But anyway, let's watch the actual video. Oh, apparently he covers it in here. Okay, cool. All right, that's good. I mean, really what it boils down to is when he was 19, he talked like a 16-year-old, which I don't think is a fucking issue. Even if you think it's inappropriate, it's not fucking predatory. Apparently she like rescinded her, I don't know, she claimed that he assaulted her, but then she rescinded it or something at some point. And I don't know, the whole thing is fucking insane. It's convoluted. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I wouldn't have even talked about it if I was you, to be honest with you. But let's watch.
Like, they are a terrorist organization. Like, they're
whoa, that's his biggest allegation. He's with he's hanging out with Hasanabi and iDubbbz.
Wake up.
Wow.
What we do here is go back.
Who is this cute little lesbian?
Okay. I never really understood why he kept that as his picture. It's a little strange. I guess because it makes him seem like a nice feminine, masculine mixture of a person. Really nice. I love it.
And how tight is her pussy? What's going on, guys? Didn't think we'd be doing this, but welcome to Content Deputy. Today we'll look at.
I did. I was expecting it to. We have to engage in the slop. Okay, we have to engage the constant slop.
At what Ian's been up to since my content cop released and his brilliant systematic dismantling of all criticism sent his way. Also his reaction to my video. I think
did he react to the video? That's crazy.
Great way to start this video off is to give you guys a couple of updates. Now, let's get a little serious here. First of all, thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm extremely humbled by all of the support my last video received. By the time this video is out, we'll have reached 40,000 subscribers. And
wow, he was right. He's got 40,001. 40,001 subscribers, dude. That's a good estimation.
And all the support has just meant a lot. I'm going to keep doing this. I appreciate y'all. On that note, the fundraiser attached to my last video not only surpassed $6,000 raised for cancer research, which is a whole lot more than Creator Clash 2 ever did, but it
Jesus
also surpassed the fundraiser attached to the Creator Clash 2 VOD that, Ian made to save face for, the lack of money going to charity.
True.
That's not only incredible, it's kind of hilarious. Since my content cop, Ian has been doing some sort of humiliation tour, and the first stop was Hassan Parker's house.
Hassan Parker. I fucking love it. We love Hassan Parker. We love saying Hassan Parker. We don't necessarily love Hassan Parker.
Hassan was doing a charity stream reacting to Ethan's content new.
Which is actually how they raised any money for this event. Which, not even for the event, for charity, but...
And
also, it was only for cancer, guys. What about Palestine, dude? Free fucking Palestine, bro. Anissa is 58% Lebanese. Okay.
I predicted the funds went to the Creator Clash Tiltify. Now, I kid you not, after arriving late, Anissa's husband comes on Hassan's stream and...
Anissa. It's fucking ridiculous. This whole Anissa thing. That other guy calling her Anissa was just so strange.
Sits in the cuck chair as they watch Ethan's video. Now, let's see if Ian responds to the criticism of the sketch that he made with Hassan with that swastika sword. I'm Jewish!
Okay.
This would be...
Whoa, are you Jewish, dude? You can't be... If you say that, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble from Hassan's community. They're gonna use it as an excuse. They're gonna see that, like, oh, that's the reason why he's defending this take, you know?
The perfect opportunity, so let's see what he's got.
I'm the one who thoughtlessly picked up the sword.
Yeah.
We were grabbing a lot of props.
Damn, he's let himself get cucked by Hassan. There's no fucking way that you're the one who picked up the sword, dude? Come on. Why would you even say that? I don't think that's true. Damn, this guy's just sliding down the stairs.
In Hassan's room, and there are a lot of props.
There's a lot.
It doesn't really matter. Like, Hassan is not stupid. You know, I know it's easy for him to pretend to be stupid by saying stupid shit all the time. But he's not stupid. Like, he knows how things looks. He knows how that looks. We've seen him say it's a swastika sword. He knows what it looks like when he fucking picks it up. And he knows what it's like when Ian picks it up. So even if it was Ian picking it up, Anissa's husband, excuse me. Even if it was him picking it up, he knows better. Hassan knows better. So it's like intentional. The entire thing is intentional to try to like agitate Ethan at that point. Hassan knows what it looks like.
Anti-Semitic
For him to say do something like that.
props, and he just chose that anti-Semitic one as opposed to the other anti-Semitic ones. I'm gonna kick you out if you apologize for that, by the way, because that's ridiculous.
Oh, you can't. Hassan won't let him. What fucking...
Yeah, like, why not apologize? Why not say, oh yeah, you know what? I didn't know what that looked like. That's my bad. You know, like I didn't even think about it. You know, you'd at least apologize for it, like looking like an anti-Semitic dog whistle, right?
Pathetic
Unless you didn't actually care about that stuff.
fucking loser, dude. Other than sitting there uncritically while Hassan screams and tries to deflect all criticism from the content new, there really isn't much to criticize Ian here for, mainly because he barely fucking says a word.
Or you learn.
This is why it's Orientalist.
He hangs out on the cuck chair, dude.
To literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're fucking barbaric baboons. And
Don't laugh at his...
I still think it's crazy that Hassan didn't even say he'd go to the event. Like, you think Hassan would take time off to go to the event and do something there, no? This is his new friend that leveraged his platform against his immortal enemy.
fucking...
During the stream, there were many times where Ian's face reeked of regret and being uncomfortable as he realizes that these new friends
I think that's
of his
just his resting face at this point. I think he just kind of has like resting uncomfortable face, you know?
do not care about him whatsoever and have some questionable takes.
They have a shelf life.
Don't worry, he doesn't have to like these people. As long as Anissa likes them, it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, she's like, no, this is okay. We're doing the right thing, Ian.
Because you don't have the same fucking stubborn nature that I do.
Ian, we're doing the right thing. Just keep doing what I'm telling you to do.
They don't have the same interests as I do. They inevitably become their own worst
Isn't there a
enemies.
lever
They
over here
inevitably cook themselves. You might think you're riding high on the slop for a little bit. You might think you're getting showered with praise. And
I am right. We're riding medium on the slop right now, guys. It's been medium slop season right now. It's still going. It's still we still have what the fuck? We still have residual slop from this last thing that we, you know, this whole Ethan Hassan thing, but we're on medium pacing right now.
army of anonymous Redditors telling you you're brilliant.
Open the fucking
But at the
door.
end of the night, when you go home
Okay.
and you sit down and you look yourself in the mirror, you're not going to recognize who you've become.
Damn. We
That's
can
it.
become.
It's turning into a lolcow of a different variety. That's what I
Crazy.
think.
It's incredible.
That's so mean.
That's such a
I
beautiful
gotta mention it again. One of my
sentiment,
favorite
Hassan.
parts about the stream is the
That's Hassan. That was a beautiful sentiment, Mr. Hassan Parker.
unironic cuck chair. How do you do that to yourself? Like, you just can't beat the cuck allegations anymore, dude. Now, there's a good old saying that goes along the lines of, wherever there's a spineless cuck, there's a snake. And this snake goes by the name of Anissa Jama.
Oh Jesus, dude. Oh Jesus. Listen, I want to just say this right now. All right, because I want to tilt the narrative a little bit away from Anissa. A lot of people give Anissa a lot of shit for like controlling iDubbbz and ruining his career in ABCDXYZ. But I think you need to understand that it is like 100% iDubbbz's fault. And I'm not even necessarily just talking about like the whole like, oh, you're blaming a woman for problems like sexist stuff. I think Anissa's a steamroller. I'm a steamroller. I need a strong partner to be with for them to like reverse my steamrolling, like my wife. She knows how to set firm boundaries. iDubbbz isn't that person. iDubbbz is a weak person that lets people steamroll him. He doesn't have a personality. He's a garbage bag with other people's opinions in it. And like at the very least, Anissa is an actual like human being who has opinions and thoughts, and she expresses them. iDubbbz just expresses other people's opinions. It's just recycled garbage. And so when you guys do criticize, when you guys do make criticisms against Anissa, keep in mind that it is iDubbbz's fault. Like iDubbbz primarily is at fault. He's primarily the problem. He's a weak person. He doesn't set any boundaries. And I think you should like kind of try to keep your criticism at that more than anything else, because it's really primarily on him.
Now, in my previous video, I went really light on Anissa, and that's because not only was the video not about her, but I wanted to show that Ian is a malicious, spineless piece of shit, whether or not Anissa is involved. But since my video dropped, Anissa has been continuing to win the unlikability contest.
I'm about to say win what?
Of the century. And can I just say, just looking at this couple and like the evolution, it's pretty scary how things degraded. Look at this happy, normal-looking couple.
She looks like Pokemon there.
It's a recession indicator. Like, how do you
Dude, the fact that this content's still going on is a fucking recession indicator. But I love it.
Choose all the tattoos from a kid's sticker pack and think it looks good? One of my favorite insults I've heard is that you look like a skateboard. I think that's pretty funny. It's funny that the tattoos that Ian has kind of look like the sewer that he used to eat pickles in. Hey Ian and Anissa, I could tell you guys are pretty torn up about the whole tattoo thing, and I wanted to give you guys some options, because I understand that it's probably really hard for you guys to deal with all the hate you guys are getting with your tattoos, and you know, I feel pretty bad, so I want to give you guys some options on how you guys can cover up your...
Dude, I want to get tattoos. I think my wife and I want to get like a tattoo soon, but it's like, is it worth the fucking money?
Tattoos, because I can...
Maybe I'll get a bee. We can be bees.
Tell it's really hurting deep down. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your masking tape, and you're going to want to get something that's around...
What the fuck? Jesus
your
Christ.
skin tone and just cover it up. If you put enough layers on, it really starts to cover it back to how you were. It's pretty perfect, isn't it?
At me.
Great. Look, you can even do some ASMR while you do it. And then when you take it off, you can wax yourself a little bit. Oh, and the snake isn't the only one being the retard on Twitter. The duck is too. In his content cop, Ian was trying to criticize Ethan for the lawsuits that he was filing against people.
You can use that money to bully and intimidate.
Maybe they just don't like lawsuits because they might get hit with one because of their, I don't know, potentially irresponsible way they've been, well, they seem to be dealing with the creator clash.
People. No, you have a ton of power. You have a ton of options. You have a ton of choice.
I have a ton of weight on my body as well.
That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich.
Someone's mad at the internet. But
filthy rich. That's what you get for being filthy rich. Down with capitalists, unless I'm one, of course.
He tried promoting Denim's GoFundMe, trying to sue Ethan for claiming that she promoted the Giardia claim, which is true. She did do that. She
just like uncritically watched what is that, Ben Banana's video. Of course that's you pushing it in some capacity. It's ridiculous.
Tried deleting evidence.
Is that true? Chad, is this true? Is it true, dude?
After she got caught doing that, she refunded the GoFundMe and isn't gonna do anything now. No lawyer would help her with that. That would have absolutely been a frivolous lawsuit, Ian. So I don't know why you're promoting that one. Lesbians. Okay. Okay, so far Ian's humiliation tour isn't really addressing any criticism other than the sword. This isn't looking very promising. Where's this next stop? Oh, goodness. So Noah Samsen.
Is that Noah Samsen? My favorite guy who looks like Hassan and then got a haircut because he realized he looked exactly like Hassan.
Samsen has the personality of a dry sponge, has been doing a bunch of charity streams for Palestinian refugees.
Hey, God bless. God bless. Allah bless the Palestinian people.
And that's cool and all. And on these streams, he's been having a variety of guests. Some of them were to be expected, and others were absolutely insane.
What do you think about
Is this the Timothy Chalamet? Okay.
what?
He looks like an aging Backstreet Boys character now. That's crazy. All right, that's not an insult. That's not an insult, by the way, guys. Backstreet Boys are back. All right.
Are doing now? Bombing the stopping the airport.
I don't know how much I'm allowed to say about how I feel about the Houthis without the FBI arresting me.
Federal booby inspector coming up. I like how they talk to people that are like super you shouldn't be talking to, and they victimize themselves. Like, I don't know if I could talk. It's like, okay, thanks. That's really great. That's a great game you're playing there.
But I would say this motion and this motion.
Hey, Black Lives Matter, am I right?
And oh, and he also had.
I don't know how much I can say, but I'm gonna give out some. Motion to dismiss. Fuck.
iDubbbz on.
We're live, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting to mention that.
Listening to this is painful.
Well, why would he not know that? Couldn't he check it himself?
Painful. These two people.
Why wouldn't iDubbbz know it was live? Does he actually have a fucking CTE?
Having a conversation could put anyone to sleep in 5 minutes. Ian doesn't even care enough to know that Noah is streaming. This whole thing is a mess.
Yeah, true. Like, how do you not know that?
Other than the multitude of dumb tangents these two go on, and the multitude of times that Ian humiliates himself for no reason at all.
Although my hairline's kind of receding a little bit.
This
Same. Just a little bit, though. Am I right, guys? Just a little bit.
stream is notable because Ian
Sorry, that was inappropriate and very ridiculous.
actually addresses some of the criticisms that people like myself had thrown his way, and he even mentions yours truly. Hey,
CT Ian.
Anissa and husband, hope you guys are having a great time watching. Let's see what Ian addresses in this high-energy, fast-paced interview with Noah Samsen cosplaying as XXXTentacion.
How do I pick this up?
My dick in my pants.
Some people are like, oh, this is way too, like, into politics. They thought the video, there's a lot of people who thought the video was too centered around Israel-Palestine. I was like,
Well, that's the whole video, no?
that's, in my mind, that's crazy, because I felt like it was just the smallest touch of that.
That's the whole video, man. What are you talking about? Ooh, who's behind this door?
Smallest touch? It's literally the
Papa Cut's behind the door.
premise! You open with it!
He is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel.
Me too, man. I like the state of Israel too, guys.
Act like you didn't even write your
I don't support the apartheid regime on Gaza, guys.
own video. Well, that actually might be the case.
I also take ownership for the Tana. The Tana thing was my.
Oh, that was so long ago.
Was my idea.
Damn.
Was my stupid idea.
So he's
Damn. I know how you feel, guys. Sometimes I do things my wife suggests I do, and then I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, she'll be like, turn here, and then it's like the terrible turn. And she'll say, well, why you listen to me? And it's like, Jesus Christ, you know? Maybe it's like that. This is what I'm telling you, dude. Ian doesn't give any fucking pushback. Ian doesn't give any fucking pushback on anything.
He's deflecting the criticism of him putting his politics and his new shithead friends over a near decade-long friendship. Got it.
And then there were some people
Hey, friends don't mean shit to this guy. That's why he misses their fucking weddings to go to tattoo appointments.
who said the exact opposite, and they were like, oh, this is just like, this is something that should have been addressed behind closed doors. Like this.
Dude, you could have just, yeah, it should have been. Like, again, what the fuck? This thing is so scary. Holy shit. Sorry, I got a little scared. What the hell is this? Okay, incredible. All right, I'm gonna die. All right, this is actually insane. Like, yeah, it could have been. It wasn't necessary. And then you made, again, I'm gonna keep saying it. You made your stupid ass fucking, you made your dumbass fucking content comp on Ethan Klein of all people. Really? Like, because why? Because he has a progressive take on Israel-Palestine? Wow. What about like Asmongold? Again, I'm going to keep saying Asmongold. I don't think Asmongold's a horrible person, but his politics are dog shit. Why wouldn't you call out Asmongold? Wouldn't that be a better, like, larger threat for you to call out? The politics of Asmongold, not the politics of Ethan Klein. This is all slop drama bullshit. Oh, this guy's there.
This is way like personal. This is your personal gripe. or whatever that you're, you know, making public.
How is that the exact opposite? You had a ton of paths you could have taken. This wasn't a one way or the other type of situation. I could either keep friendship or be a political cunt. And the criticism that you're describing is totally valid. This should have been handled in private. You should have had no problem denouncing people calling your close friends genocidal baby killers who are endangering their children. This should have been an extremely easy take to have.
I'm pretty satisfied with that because I feel like that's probably
what the hell?
The sweet spot. You know, if people can say both of those things.
You're all of a sudden want to act like you haven't.
I just wonder, Ian, for yourself, not that he ever is going to watch this, although maybe he likes to watch stuff about himself, probably. Maybe Anissa does. Do you think these people like you? Do you think like any of these people actually, like, unironically enjoy your presence or you as a person? Or do you think that they just suffer through you because they want to utilize your clout? And like, how long does that last for? You did an entire hit piece on Ethan Klein, and Hassan didn't even say he would go to your stupid fucking charity. Well, excuse me, charity event is a little too generous. Your stupid fucking boxing event, right? That's a thing to keep in mind. No, these people aren't your friends, man. They don't like you. They probably hate you. They probably laugh at you. You're just like a tool to them. That's all it is.
Seen most of the criticism about you. Like, I think you know that there's a little bit more than that. And also, what the fuck makes that the sweet spot?
You think Anissa watches the hate videos? I wouldn't doubt it. Hopefully she listens when I say it's not her fault. That iDubbbz is too weak and she's just too, she steamrolls because, like, that's just the kind of person that she is, and I'm, like, similar. Because then maybe I could fracture their relationship. I'm just kidding. I don't want to actually do that. But you guys got to set some better fucking boundaries. There's no way a therapist hasn't said that Ian doesn't stick up for himself enough. There's just no fucking way.
How are you enjoying that position? Well, I can now rest and I can now nest now that the entire internet thinks I'm not a good friend and have political brain rot.
I don't know. There's some of that energy that I think people like recall from old iDubbbz videos, and they're like, you know, I want that old unhinged iDubbbz energy, that kind of shit.
Okay.
And I kind of get what they're saying, and I think a lot of it is just
well, that's kind of like how you changed as like a person, though, right? It's not that you shifted away from actually having like the energy. It's like, okay, the content's different, which makes sense, but the energy is also different, and it's like strange. It's like, why is the energy shifted? You haven't just gotten older or anything. It's like your energy isn't good. You know, where's that?
Generally having passion.
Hold on. This might be positive. Did he actually listen to one of my critiques?
Yeah, I think it's a process, but I think this was a big step for me.
Oh, never mind. False alarm. Okay.
You know, to say fucking enough's enough, because I think it's important. You know, I think there's a lot more people who should be fucking, at least with Ethan specifically, like drawing the line, being like, fuck no, like you're not gonna talk about me like that online.
Hey, Ethan, you're not going to talk about that to me like that online. You're not going to talk on that to me on that line. What are you doing, Ethan? I don't know.
Hold on. Isn't this...
Sorry, I got to make sure I say Ethan enough in my videos. I got to maintain my spot as number 7. Ethan Klein fan channel. Isn't that incredible? Where the fuck is the save point?
Exactly what Ethan did to Hassan and Denims and all these people trying to ruin his life. Like, didn't he draw the line when people were trying to call CPS on him and trying to ruin his life?
Somebody did.
I feel like that makes your entire video moot.
Because it's all also political. Everything's political. You have to acknowledge that element as well. I'm not gonna, you know.
No, not everything's political. If I say I shit in the woods for fun, that's not a political
statement. It's a political statement, dude. That is a political statement, okay? Because everybody should be shitting in the woods. That's what makes it so political. Everybody should shit in the woods.
Statement. That's me being goofy. This, my good friends, is what I like to call political brain rot. If you're seeing reptoids and Martians at every given turn of anything, and you can't just enjoy something for it to be entertainment, then you're delusional. Not everything's fucking political. Is me playing Minecraft a statement on the socioeconomic state of the world right now? You sound like Jaden Smith. You sound retarded.
Hey, stop, please.
Can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
That's what I'm saying, though. For real.
You're fucking delusional, dude.
Okay.
And he's such a fucking idiot. Now, before we continue with this interview, I must remind you guys of a point I made about Noah in my last video. Noah's ultimate conclusion is that all of these creators back genocide because they criticize Hassan, which
Hassan Porker
takes a lot of fucking hoops to draw that conclusion. And after watching this dog shit video, I completely understand why Ethan Klein and Mudahar want to sue. I won't get into my opinions on...
Yeah, my favorite part was when he said all Jews are bad. Everybody in Israel's bad. That was my favorite part. Which is something he effectively did say, just to be absolutely clear. He said like something along. He showed like on the street content. He's like, I know you shouldn't usually judge the entire population by this, but they are all this. Israel's just different. That's his hot take.
If they should or shouldn't sue, but let's just say I won't exactly feel sad if this scares the shit out of Noah Samsen for years, fearing generational debt. You shouldn't feel confident to slander people. Now, Noah is no stranger to slandering people. For example, he called the commentary streamer Chud Logic a pedophile baselessly, and then was later forced to apologize for it.
Whoa.
And he's apparently still being sued by...
Yeah, but he likes 19-year-old girls. What do you call that? What do you call that, dude? What do you call like a 19-year-old girls, dude? What the fuck? That's fucking, what is that? That's something crazy.
Ethan Klein and Mudahar for the slander that took place in his YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide video. And overall, outside of his orbit, he's just known for being an extremely malicious individual. So you could probably imagine my surprise when I saw this.
I wanted to bring up, I don't know if you saw the guy who made the content cop about you.
Damn.
Right after the H3 content cop.
Oh, it was Cameron.
Was outed as a
that came
pedophile.
across my feed.
He was outed as a pedophile, guys. Oh, Cameron was outed as a pedophile. Guys, we need strict nuance when it comes to Gaza. By the way, every terrorist organization is right. That's their take. But when it comes to what pedophilia even is, we don't even know. It's not pedophilia to be a fucking 19-year-old attracted to a 16-year-old, okay? It does not matter. I don't care.
Was outed as a child rapist.
Oh no!
Okay. Well, I just died hard.
You could have researched this first. You're the one who brought it up, dude. There's no plausible.
Listen, what I saw in the video is that this girl, they hung out together and then they like kissed over the pants or something. They didn't even have like sex. I think she jerked him off or something. I don't even know. And then later she claimed it was assault, but then later she retracted it, and that guy FPS Diesel even admitted that, but then still pushed it as if it was like a horrible assault accusation. But then also this, like, apparently this 16-year-old girl was in Discord servers trying to teach other 16-year-old girls how to set up older men for sex, or like so they could exploit them. It was very strange. That person needs better parents. That's all I'm saying. That person needs to have a better parent. I have no idea what it literally is. Convoluted. It's insane. I'm not saying that the grown men that do weird shit with them are victims. They're not. But it's just strange behavior that they're sitting online doing that all day.
Deniability here. The funny part about this is that he likely knows that he was mentioned in my video, meaning he probably saw the critiques I made of him slandering people. So in response, he does the exact same thing to me. Now I could go on and on about all these layers of irony, like how Noah and Hassan have no problem parroting these false allegations against me based on an out of context phone call, yet constantly deny actual rapes when it has to do with the conflict between Israel and Palestine when their side is the one at fault for them. Instead of that, let me do Noah a favor.
Facts.
Hey Noah.
The girl also lied about her age to Yandere. I don't care about Yandere Dev, dude. We're not defending Yandere Dev in this, okay? Don't even fucking start with that shit.
Nice hair. Let me be very clear. I did not rape or sexually
I'm pretty sure I looked at actual messages from Yandere Dev to her where he was like where he knew her age. So we're not doing this fucking thing.
Assault anyone. For context, this all goes back to a short fling I had over 1.5 years ago with someone 2.5 years younger than me. After a falling out, she DM'd several people and falsely accused me of sexual assault without any proof.
I'm really open and honest about what I've done. I lied about you in private. I did. But I wasn't trying to imply that, like, you assaulted me.
Then in an
well, okay. There's your proof. There's the proof. He's not an assaulter person.
apparent attempt to
He's a pepper.
fabricate evidence, she called me and started recording mid-conversation talking about a consensual hookup. She then suddenly shifted the topic to an awkward hug that we had, where I picked her up. This had made her uncomfortable because she had past trauma related to being picked up.
What was she dropped when she was a baby? What the fuck?
Of course, while talking, she deliberately left out the context of the hug to make it sound like an awkward sexual encounter. Essentially,
Oh, that's what it was? Oh, really? Because that was a confusing clip, but then that guy, FPS Diesel, was like, yeah, she already admitted it was false. So I'm like, then what does this have to do with anything? If she admitted it was false, like the way that they presented the information, sounded like it could have been assault, but then again, like I said, it was just so fucking strange. Everything, this whole situation is so strange. I think the biggest loser is that FPS Diesel guy for pushing as if it was like the most fucking serious allegation of fucking 2025. Like that guy, that was embarrassing from him. What the fuck are my balls? That was crazy.
Twisting two completely unrelated moments together to make it seem like I admitted to something that I never did. I didn't know you didn't like being picked up. I put you down. It's not sexual.
I had like a Spurg freak out. And
Whoa! Epic autism attack. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, people with autisms. All right, so they were awkward and he picked her up. I don't care.
Rational response.
Yeah, I didn't know that picking you up was going to trigger your PTSD. I didn't know that. You didn't tell me
your PTSD. What the fuck? For real?
that. And you said that. And we've talked about it and I still feel awful about it.
Yeah, we talked. It's none of your fucking business.
It had nothing to do with sex. And after her little self-admitted manic episode,
damn, you didn't even get
she
any
publicly
sex? Loser! He didn't even get any, guys. He's a fucking loser.
Expressed multiple times that I never sexually assaulted her. Have I ever sexually assaulted you or hurt you or raped you or done anything nefarious to you?
Damn.
No, but I bet I know which subreddit is claiming those things.
Damn. He fucking owned the haters. Dude, he owned FPS Diesel here. That guy's a fucking freak, by the way. Bro, we have to like officially understand that FPS Diesel guy's a fucking creep because he has to have known all of this shit. Because he even acknowledges that the shit was overblown. So why the fuck would you put your video out that like heavily insinuated to any normal viewer that Cameron was some kind of a fucking predator, but then not even like actually explicitly state that he was in there because you knew he wasn't. So you knew what you were doing. That guy's a fucking loser. He's such a piece of dog shit. What a fucking what a chump. What a chump, guys. For real though. What the fuck is that kind of shit? Like why would you do that? That's pathetic.
That her allegations
like you're how concerned, like are you just that concerned with wanting to like seem like a morally virtuous guy where you do that kind of shit? Like, oh, I'm a good guy. He's a predator. No, he's not. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
Only came from a manic episode and tried to deflect everything else because of that. That pissed me off more than anything he said about me.
It did come from a manic episode. That was my words, not yours.
Exactly. You said it, not me.
I confess to you that I thought I might have BPD because of it.
You might have BPD. This thing's fucked my butt.
Like, I'm coming to these conclusions.
Oh, so they said that it was from a manic episode. They were going crazy and decided to be fucking stupid. I don't if they think they came from BPD, then enough with the mental health weaponization.
Stop. You're not just pulling stuff out of your ass to make yourself look better. I'm the one who came to you and told you that.
I have long.
Yeah, I think Cameron, like, because I know you're in the chat. Like, after this, stop talking about this fucking incident. Honestly, people are gonna keep saying stupid shit. Just don't even like care. I know it sounds easier said than done. It's just not even worth giving a fuck because some of these people are like really just fucking dishonest pieces of shit. And I think that people know that, so it's not worth working yourself up.
Since distanced myself from this person, obviously. Not only were these accusations disproven over a year and a half ago, even the person who made the dog shit video resurfacing these allegations has stated publicly on multiple occasions that this girl is a pathological liar, that he doesn't think I sexually assaulted anyone, and doesn't think I'm some sort of predator.
I have never sexually assaulted anyone, which is true. I don't believe he did.
So then what the fuck? Then why make the video insinuating that he did? It's fucking crazy. This guy's I hate this guy. He's such a loser. What a shameful piece of dog shit.
Has done that in the past, and I would not instantly take her word for anything, right? Which is why I don't think Cameron is some sexual predator, rapist, pedophile.
Noah, this information was public and available long before your stream. What you have done is textbook defamation, and you did it on a much larger platform, ignoring the publicly available facts. That's illegal. If you have any integrity as a content creator, which I don't think you do, you will make a public retraction and an apology. And while I would love for you to do that, I have a feeling you won't.
It's a good idea to make this like content cop deputy. Start the video off by talking about iDubbbz and then making this about your like bullshit allegations. Because some people wouldn't just watch if you're like, I'm responding to the allegations. It's also not important enough to make a specific video about. I know it sounds weird, but like it's just like, hey, here's this video about iDubbbz. Oh, by the way, in the video I'm going to debunk this because it's fucking stupid. But you're putting out there that it's not like it doesn't affect you that much, you know? Because it fucking is stupid. This whole thing is so fucking dumb.
Which means Ethan and I have a lot to talk about, given that I have legal options to explore if you can't make this right. Now,
are you friends with Ethan Klein, dude? Are you number 11? Ethan Klein fan channel?
I will give you 14 days from the release of this video to issue
everybody's suing everybody now. Isn't that... Wait, this guy's fucking like a person. Everybody's suing everybody now. Isn't that fucking crazy?
public retraction and apology. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just an honest apology for your slander now that you've seen the correct information.
Hey guys, I'm cringe. Hey guys, I'm cringe as fuck. Oh.
Now, if you don't do that, I have a plan B. Hello, Ethan Klein. If you're watching this or someone that you know is watching this, please direct them to this. Please feel...
Hey, Ethan Klein, can you help me in my lawsuit? I don't think he's going to help you in your lawsuit, but... you know, might as well try.
Feel free to reach out to me on...
Ethan, I'll be your number 11 fan channel if you help me in my lawsuit. Frankly, you know, I don't think the lawsuit is the way to go. You know, I don't think like there's no way that you're going to be able to do it. It's like financially a fucking huge like burden. And Ethan wouldn't attach himself to you. Not even being like negative, like, oh, Ethan hates you or anything. I don't know. Maybe he does. I don't fucking know. But I mean, this isn't like a big enough instance, and he's not going to go to bat for somebody he really doesn't know very well because like you're just a content creator. And I'm not saying that to shit on you. I'm just like telling you how like a lot of people would interpret it. So I wouldn't even necessarily like worry about going this direction. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily go in this direction. But after this, like if he doesn't take it down, like I wouldn't even push forward with it. Just like move on from it. Ask Nicholas Iorio for the money, okay?
Instagram, I am more than willing to join your case if Noah doesn't make things right. To close this little segment off, I'll parrot what I said in my original video. You shouldn't feel confident to slander people. You should feel scared at what might happen to you if you choose to spread malicious libel against someone.
Didn't you make music for that anime game?
Was she like 2.5 years younger than you?
Did you give her a girl a non-consensual hug, you fucking freak?
Hey, you keep that up and I'll make a video about you.
Yeah, I got a sort of little abridged description of it from Anissa.
From Anissa? Yes, I knew it! I knew it!
Anissa.
He doesn't watch it. He doesn't watch his own shit. Anissa sits there and like terminally online and watches everything. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happens, dude.
Hey, Anissa.
I'm telling... Okay. Okay.
No, it is what it is. I try to not give it too much attention, you know?
Yeah.
What the hell? How dare you both? Are you guys trying to sabotage my charity video? Ugh, disgraceful. How dare you attack charity? No need to give it attention, Ian. I'm sure you're fully aware of all the criticism I sent your way and are fully prepared to lampoon all my arguments if need be.
Yeah, sure.
But I think he was raising money on his video, so that's, you know, that's a good thing.
That's nice. Wow.
For
like cancer or something.
Cancer or something.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I don't want your approval. You can shove your kudos up your...
He's gonna raise it for me. I am the cancer. I'm the commentary cancer, guys. Is that incredible?
Jamha, because I just made a 90-minute video criticizing you. And instead of acknowledging any of my criticism, you sit there uncritically while your retard friend slanders me. Why the fuck do you think I want any of your kudos after that? Oh, Ian, how times have changed since VidCon 2019. What a different time that was.
There are a lot of things to like mock him about, bring up, make him look stupid, all this sort of shit. Like the fucking tattoos are insane.
I have no clue how Ian feels comfortable at all criticizing anyone's tattoos. It's gotta be some cry bullying, you know, bullying based.
I am the cancer. Exactly, dude. I'm Walter Cronkite.
On his own insecurities, kind of like what he criticized Leafy for, but maybe he forgot all that. Maybe that was knocked right out of his head by Dr. fucking Mike or something. Fucking pathetic moron.
He's trying to do all these, like, he's trying to appeal to, like, incels on the internet and shit.
Ooh,
what does your wife do?
That's the new curse word, guys.
Dude, she does fucking OnlyFans. Her job is to appeal to little incel gooners, dude.
True, based.
Ethan criticizing you somehow appeals to incels because for most of your life you were a fucking incel and you didn't get your dick wet until you were 27. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's honestly crazy work.
Yes, when you spend most of your life a fucking virgin, people are gonna make fun of you for it. Sure, it's childish or whatever, but it's gonna happen.
And I'm like, oh, like that's what the fight is? Like I didn't even realize we were at that level. So I don't know. I think I went in expecting something like a little bit more a gentleman's game.
The fuck, you're not dead.
You know?
Yeah.
Buddy, this is fucking YouTube drama. This is a shit flinging match. You act extremely arrogant. You're not running for fucking president. This is a YouTube drama. What the fuck did you expect? You act like you've never experienced YouTube drama before. You act like this is something new to you. Dude, you've been dealing with it for 7 years, and you were perpetuating it for most of that time. Stop putting yourself on a fucking pedestal, dude. It's so pathetic.
One last question. Did you send the skulls?
Damn, got him. I did. I gave Ethan Kine deep skull.
What is your opinion on the skulls, and did you send them?
Why laugh about that? It's crazy.
I didn't send the skulls. I don't know. I thought the skulls thing was kind of humorous to hear that.
Why? What do you think it's humorous?
Especially when I heard that they were like from skulls.com or some shit like that.
No, it's actually skulls.org.
That made it funny.
Why? Why does it make it funny? That's got to be like scary. It's incredible empathy.
Yeah. Just a death threat to a father, a family.
So he finally acknowledged.
I think he was being facetious when he said that, but that is like actually true. That is exactly what it is, just to be clear. So it's kind of fucked up that it's kind of okay.
Just the human skulls. And instead of disavowing this unprecedented harassment on YouTube, he makes a joke out of it because, I don't know, they just weren't fucking freshly chopped off heads? What the fuck even is this shit anymore, dude? This retarded, safe, edgy shit. Like, stop fucking pretending to be an empath while saying shit like that.
Was it a death threat?
I mean, I think it's kind of supposed to be a scary guy threat, no?
Yeah, no.
Was it a death threat? It absolutely was a death threat. Are you joking? How else would you interpret that? To me, that's someone saying, hey, these two human skulls, these are you two if you keep this shit up. Maybe that's just fucking...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that, even if that person doesn't actually mean it. It's what it kind of seems like, you know?
Me. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to interpret from that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking piece of shit. There isn't much else to say about this interview. It's just riddled with repeatedly bad arguments and not much informed to do with responding to critiques to Ian's content. Well, other than this.
I think the common defense from the other side would be something along the lines of like,
oh, okay, I see.
Don't use charity as a shield. But I think they completely missed the point that it's like...
Yeah, but it's not even a charity.
Completely missed the point that it's like it's not a shield. It's just like
what I do.
Hurt me as much as you want. You know, it's basically saying like you do not have a case.
Stop the cap. A perfect segue into our next topic, Creator Clash. So as I mentioned earlier, shortly after my content cop, Anissa's husband made an appearance on Hassan's Piker. So as I mentioned earlier, Anissa's husband made an appearance on Hassan Piker's stream where Hassan was watching Ethan's content nuke while raising money for charity. Sounds innocent enough. Until you realize that this charity is linked to Creator Clash's Tiltify. I was so close to calling it. The only possible way this event is saved is if Hassan uses a socialist grift money, but even then, no one's gonna fucking show up. But I was wrong when I said Hassan was gonna use the socialist grift money. Of course he wouldn't. He's the worst fucking socialist ever. So now anybody who goes to the Creator Clash 3 Tiltify, oh wow, it looks like they've raised a ton of money. Fuck no, it was Hassan's stream. Look at this. Like the overwhelming majority of this money is from Hassan's charity stream.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much the only way that they get money at this point, is through his stream.
By comparison, iDubbbz raised jack shit. Now, since Anissa and husband stepped down, much has taken place. 2 more fighters have dropped out, Freddie Wong and LA Beast, meaning the event has no main card fight and 2 other fighters without opponents. The event was delayed and moved from Tampa to LA.
Just make them all fight each other at once, and then tar the arena and feather them.
And fighters have continued to voice
you'll let it happen if you actually care about charity
concerns, mainly blaming these issues on Ian and Anissa, rightfully so. While I still won't be supporting this event and still feel like you should donate directly to charity or donate to me if you want to waste your money, by that I mean don't fucking support this sinking ship, I will give credit to the new owners for transparency, as it has caused Ian to face one of my critiques head on. Before I get directly into that, I'm going to clarify Creator Clash 3's business model, since the new owners have made it a lot more obvious and transparent. This year, the event is explicitly a for-profit event, and the only charity aspect is a separate Tiltify donation campaign. Kind of completely defeats the purpose of the event, but I digress. Please
A little bit. I mean, it'd be nice if they gave some money to, you know, some of the profits still to the charity. But it still is like awareness, right? Like it still redirects people's attention. It's the same reason why they have like cancer research and then cancer awareness research. Those are generally two different things. You know, so you could argue that they're still doing a good thing by raising awareness of like giving you a direction to do charity for something. Also, I would give them a little break just personally because I feel like they kind of have to change the content strategy or the strategy for this into this direction because they were kind of fucked. Like they kind of got put in a fucked situation and they need to keep the fighters that they have. So they want to give more money to them. So it makes sense the direction that they're going. So I don't give this year's event too much shit for that.
Please stop calling me gay. In the previous two events, any surplus of money from running the event went directly to charity after any expenses were paid. I had assumed the same thing was going to be happening this year, and the Tiltify was only just added as a shield in case things went wrong again, but I was incorrect. But you can't really call this a charity event anymore. And I do still think that giving a cut of that surplus money to charity would be better, but that doesn't.
Probably, but again, they probably need to keep their they need to keep the fucking fighters actually like incentivized to fight, you know?
Doesn't matter. What does matter is that I was absolutely right about Ian and Anissa taking a profit thanks to these new owners showing the accounting. Ian then had to make some half-assed apology to Reddit for not being transparent enough. And all I can say to that is this: hey, dumbass.
Hey, oh, you don't like transparency?
We told you this last time. You still weren't transparent enough this time, and now you're getting criticized for it. Dipshit. Fucking read.
Whoa! Whoa!
Now I gotta say, and I can't blame the new owners for this, but this whole business model feels extremely scammy. Creator Clash was always advertised as a charity event. In Creator Clash 1, Ian got paid. We didn't know that. In Creator Clash 2, they didn't get paid because they lost money. But in Creator Clash 3, they were gonna take 34%, and none of the money made from the event went to charity. It's only this Tiltify. That feels pretty scammy, in my opinion. If it was more explicitly stated by Ian and Anissa like it has been by these new owners, maybe I wouldn't be feeling like this is some sort of fucking scam. It's extremely deceptive and misleading to your audience. Even when trying to escape criticism, the spineless cuck and the snake get shown for what they are yet again. Let's see how they feel.
Is that what you say Anissa with like the S, like Anissa?
Feel now that the event is out.
Is that like really cringe? Okay.
Out of their hands.
I'm the happiest I've ever been. I know people are like,
cope,
but I truly am genuinely the happiest I've ever been.
Let's see if if I can do this and, you know, run the event as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we did for a period, but
yeah, I mean,
I think it's in better hands.
Yeah, it's definitely in better hands. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's definitely in better hands. That's disingenuous. I don't think it's
disingenuous.
Definitely in better hands.
Yeah, it definitely is in better hands.
You gotta love how Anissa is so unwilling to engage with her mistakes that she inadvertently attacks the new owners of the event by implying that they are incapable of handling the event. What a fucking dumb bitch.
Well, she just needs to say that like she could do it better, even though she literally couldn't because she failed at it, or else she would have done it better.
Before we go on to our final topic, I'd like to correct a part of my content cop where I misspoke. Funnily enough, it has absolutely nothing to do with Ian, though. There's been very few people to actually leave H3's crew. Only one is left on bad terms. Hell, Dan's been there for like 7 years, if not more. So, no actual crew members ever left on bad terms. That was a misspeak on my part. I was trying to refer to Ethan's old housekeeper who was suing him, but as of now, I don't think that's gone anywhere, so yeah, there's that. To wrap up...
Yeah, it probably won't go anywhere.
This video, I'm going to give Ian some clarity on something he really doesn't seem to understand. Ian... Nobody really cares.
Relationships?
cares that you wanted to change up your content. Sure.
Some people would bitch about it, but yeah, I think most people wouldn't have cared that much.
For some of us that liked your old content, it was kind of a bummer. But the problem actually arose through your extreme overcorrection and making your entire public personality.
I agree with this. Is what I always say.
About not being your old self. You're very bad at responding to criticism, and not all of us get it right the first time.
Except for Papa God, he gets it right the first time, every time. The first time, every time.
Sometimes you gotta mature and be more level-headed and let time pass and learn from your mistakes. You can make mistakes and grow from them. That's
except for me, I'm incapable of making mistakes in the first place. So sorry, dude.
fine. But don't make that your entire fucking personality. And
It's true. He's always looking for good boy points.
even if you don't resonate with it anymore, don't shit on people who enjoyed your old content. You come off as disingenuous and extremely fucking annoying. Now, I've made my own mistakes in the past, and I won't pretend to be some fucking moral peach, okay? I just want to entertain people. But I can confidently say that you've proven to be a malicious piece of shit with a wife who's an even bigger fucking snake.
No, dude, stop. Okay, Anissa is the victim of iDubbbz incompetence. Okay, I'm saying that for real. I mean that too. She's the victim of his incompetence. I'm saying that for fucking keeping it 100. Because I actually do kind of believe that, to be honest with you. I think that, like, he's incompetent. He's unable to set firm boundaries with people. And it's just, like, fucking pathetic. Like, 1,000%, honestly.
The way you backstabbed your friends, lied to the public about your charity event, and managed to mishandle every fucking thing that you touch over the past several years, while doing everything you can to suck up to people whose purity tests you immediately fail, is extremely fucking pathetic. And so...
She's a big snake. Did you think that she gulps it down?
Goodbye, Deputy Washburn. At one point in time... You
Washburn? Was that his like name? Did he call himself Deputy Washburn? The fuck?
would have been missed. Or maybe I'm just fucking retarded.
Hey!
That's gonna do it for today's content, Deputy.
Blood
For those
echo.
unaware, I have confirmed that I will be doing more of these content cops in the future. So leave all your suggestions of the people that you love to hate in the comments below. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter and all the other shit. And I think I have a Discord or something. I don't know. I'll leave you with the conclusion to the Grifter Saga. Enjoy.
Where's the song content cop Cameron?
Where's the Hassan Piker content
Oh, are we getting a Hassan Parker content cop soon?
comp?
I want to see Hassan's Piker, bro. See the Hassan Piker. Come on, where's the content cop?
Where is it, dude? Where's the fucking Hassan Parker content cop, bro?
Bad, bro. Where's the video on Hassan Abi, bro?
What about Hassan Parker, bro?
This is better.
Come on, show us the content cop on Hassan Abi.
Like from PA, bro.
He's a weirdo. And I want a content cop on Hassan Abi. He's a weirdo. He's a freak. He's a racist. No.
Hassan Piker!
Come on, I want a video.
Yeah, where's the Hassan Parker content cop, dude? What the fuck? Where is it? All right. It's a pretty solid video, brother. Swastika sword, true.